Do you know how much of a privilege it is to be tired? Do you know how much of a privilege it is to wake up with that sleep in your eye? Maybe you had 3-4 hours sleep, tossing and turning in that bed, that warm, comfy bed. Maybe you spent the evening watching TV, scrolling on your phone, and you've woken up and you're tired. Do you know how much of a privilege that is to be able to say that you're tired? Do you know what a privilege it is to be able to go through the day absolutely exhausted, yet still be able to make the most of it and make your dreams a reality? Something that really frustrates me is the fact that I can operate on 3 to 4 hours sleep, still have a full day of waking up, doing my habits in the morning, going to the gym, coming home, client calls, working on the business, taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of, back down the gym for a run, 15,000 steps, all on 3 to 4 hours sleep. And then I'll get someone that'll wake up a little bit groggy, whole world's against them, the day has started terribly. This is a mindset shift that I've installed in myself and my clients install in themselves. Now, I'm not saying every night needs to be 3 to 4 hours sleep. That's absolutely ridiculous. Obviously you need to be aiming for a decent kip every single night. But there's going to be some days where your back is against the wall, where you're tired, but it's a privilege to be tired. It's a privilege to be able to wake up and make the most of your day. A client sent me a message the other day saying, I really need your support today. Message back within a second, what support do you need? Let me know when it's there. He had a huge day, he's just moved to Dubai, his daughter was ill, he was running on minimal sleep, and it was like panic, and what was he going to do? I said, what do you mean what you're going to do? You don't need to break down the day, you just fucking lead from the front and you take care of business. We live in a generation where people have become so soft. People get a bad night's sleep and they can't do what they need to do the next day. They get into a point where life just seems to feel like it needs to be easy all of the time, and that isn't reality. If you're constantly waiting for perfect conditions, you're never going to get anything done. Being tired is a privilege, because I say this time and time again, you are owed nothing from the world. The world owes you nothing. The fact that you got to wake up and moan that you're tired is a blessing, because you was gifted another day in this world. The fact that you get to go to sleep that night is an absolute blessing. Not every day is going to be perfect. There's going to be some days which is the biggest mental challenge you could possibly imagine that my client went through. Yet he got into the evening, went to sleep, woke up the next day, and the love that he had for himself was incredible. Because it's quite easy to throw the towel in and take the easy route out, but ultimately it comes down to how much do you want it. This is the day after my client decided he wanted to make 100 million in his business. He got sent the biggest test to be able to perform in big meetings in Dubai, which is no coincidence that he's been challenged with amount of stress and pressure on minimal sleep, and could he still perform? And he did. Smashed it out the park. And this is what happens. The moment you ask for a better life, you're going to become tired, you're going to become tested, and it comes down to how much do you really want the life that you keep going on about. Being tired is a privilege, because it still means that you're in this world.